What? I got there.
Yeah, you look better like that. It's hard to take you seriously with that toque on.
How about now?
Looks like Sir Lancelot.
No, it's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better.
Mm.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Now you look like that gray-throated rufus. What was that?
Great-throated doofus? Is that it?
That we saw earlier. So what was it like for you? Because I think
This trip? This trip?
she had a huge role to play
She
to
has
get
had
you
a
interested.
huge role to play. But
Uh-huh.
what I have learned through Nancy and then through observing birds is just the amazing way nature has I don't know how to say this, the diversity of species, all with their different plumages and all with their variations, is just kind of remarkable. How did this happen through evolution? And I'm just blown away all the time. And to me, it's added a whole different layer to travel. It's not just culture, it's not just the landscape, but it's also, who lives in that landscape. And the diversity of birds and all their different ecological niches is interesting.
And Bhutan has really some of the most mind-blowing bird biodiversity in the entire world. And they're complicated. There's so many different groups. Like, I've been birding a long time, but I sort of feel like a beginner being here again because there's all these groups I have no familiarity with. Like, there's so many bush warblers and euhenas and minlas, and it's just like, ah! And fortunately, Dorji's very patient with us.
We spend a lot of time outside as kids too, and I think the thing that attracts me to birds is you see a forest which has a lot of structure to it and beauty and things like that, and then there are these little sparkles of things, which is a bird pops out here with beautiful colors that pop out, and so it's kind of a unique but rare aspect that kind of really gets you to focus more on what's going on in nature and the details, that instead of just looking at the big picture, you kind of really dive into the details.
Absolutely. I think birds are most people's introduction to nature, in that it is the wild animal that you see the most. Some people love like the big game, like the mountain lions or the leopards or something like that, but your chances of seeing that are very, very small. But your chances of seeing a bird, even in a city, are great. And once you look at them and look at their feathers and look at everything, it is just an amazing experience.
I know I started off this trek thinking that it was going to be just another trekking experience. I was really looking forward to just seeing the lakes of the Thousand Lake Trek, but slowly I realized it was becoming my first birding expedition. And I'd always felt that birding is a very, slow sort of tour, and it was something that I would never really be interested in. I always felt that I didn't have the patience for it, but I think I was quite lucky on this trip. Just getting to experience this first of its kind for me, this birding expedition with a group who was so passionate about birding. First of all, being enthralled by their reaction at just seeing all these different birds from the nameless that they had with them, and just being part of that experience really got me interested in it. And on the last day of our trek, I think I spent a lot more time with them, really participating in this whole birding experience, from just being so much more attentive to the sounds in the forest, to getting so excited at the tiniest sighting of a small bird that just looks so minuscule, but the more you wait for it and the more you anticipate its flight a little closer, the whole excitement gets so much bigger. journey along the Dagala range has been so much more than just a trek to the Thousand Lakes. It was exhausting, rewarding, and meaningful. This trek's taken me to stunning locations, but also taught me that there's so many layers to appreciating what nature has to offer. I think my treks here on will never be the same, and I hope it won't be the same for you too.